How's it going, everybody? Thank you for clicking on my video. I've just finished loaded up my 60-pound pack, and not including an extra sleeping bag, so I'm toting my brother-in-law along with. He'll meet me up there later. He's out there slaving away for the man, like we all have to do, because I guess that's the world we live in, unfortunately. But what are you gonna do? Quit the world? Can't do that. All right, so not including with my camera bag everything else I've got to bring with me that I want to bring with me, because I'm not gonna go camp up there in the middle of winter like a peasant. We're gonna have a good time. We're supposed to get up to 12 feet of snow. Scratch that. Supposed to get up to 12 inches of snow. We'll see. We're at about 6,500 feet elevation, so well, not right now. We're at my house at 4,000 feet elevation, so we're gonna head up the canyon, go up into a nice pine forest somewhere, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna sit, relax, make a fire, show you how to put together all these dollar store items that I've bought, and yeah, just let's go have a fun time. I need to make an intro, because this is where we'd put it. Off we go. Thank you for watching. Well, we're here, folks. This is my goodness, we got some wind up in this canyon. Let me show you, see if we can get a good shot of what's going on out there. I'll zoom in on some of this action. You can probably hear it, but we got like wind in the willows going on up in here. Lake back there is all froze over. Go have a look at it and see what we can see, but holy cow, it's gonna be a doozy. Let's do it. Alright, we're here. It's the frozen lake, frozen reservoir, I should say. That's windy. There's those fat clouds that bring us snow, I think. But can't really beat the view. Got some Douglas firs in here. Spike. 2 other trees, but anyway. We're heading in. There it is. About, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? With that wind, there's probably 18 inches or so of snow. But we're heading into the thick of it there. And I'll check back once, I'll check back periodically. But my goodness, we got wind. We got snow. It's about 35 degrees, not too bad. Right around 1 degree Celsius. Balmy for you Canadian types, but the wind chill gusts at like 25 miles an hour around here. It's a lot colder than that, so let's get it going and have a look around. I haven't broken out my main camera out since the car, because I don't want to try and break another lens. They're expensive. Anyway, let's go do some filming. Brother-in-law ought to be here in about, say, about an hour. So we got an hour to find a spot, and yeah, we'll go. Let's do this. Let's stop talking. Let's go. People on the trail. It's all right. Where we're going, they won't be. So I'll never know I was here. That's the idea, in a way. And into the woods we go. Record. Oh. Alright, boys and girls, I think we found a spot. Pardon a bit shaky, I'm gonna have to stabilize this footage. You can hear that wind whipping through. Well, maybe you can't, hopefully you can't. I look like a creeper. Anyway, I think we found us a spot. Have a look around me, my 60-pound backpack on. We're surrounded in pines. This is great. Up above me, looks wonderful. Let's make you all dizzy. No real widowmakers up there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm sticking my hammock from either this big tree or that little tree. Rope it down here. I'm going to go low this time. I'm going to put it against one of these two trees. This far one right here needs to go see a doctor. He's not feeling well. This one right here is alive. It's about 10 inches in diameter. I pulled on it, tugged on it. I think we're good to go. And then I'm going to put the second hammock from this tree, or the sick one, along over to this big healthy sucker right there. Now, we have got a lot of dead standing stuff. It's everywhere. I see even this guy right there. Some over there. That guy right there. Oh, I love this camera. Alright, so what I'd like to do is remove this dead shrub here and put us a fire probably right here. That way we've got 10-15 feet from our hammocks, which are going to be over here. That's more like 5 feet. That ain't far enough away, but let's get rid of the dead standing. Even if we have to do it, we can put our fire over there, which is probably a lot smarter idea. So this is what we call site planning. You always want to take a look at your surroundings before you start setting your gear up, because what looks like a good spot at first might not be, might be a big mess. So that's what we want to do. We're going to have a look at these trees. Oh, this just makes my heart warm. Look at those branches up there. Not that guy in front. This dude here, he also needs to see a doctor. But there we go. So from probably that tree right there or that tree right there, move it along, low to the ground. I want to be maybe 2 feet off the ground to either that one or that one. That one most likely because it's alive. An alive tree, like I always say, never trust a dead anchor. I could hook my hammock on there, shift at night, move around, and it could come down, and that would be bad blame. No, that'd be bad karma. That would be no good. So let's stick with the plan. One hammock there to there, from that tree right there over to that one, and then counterbalance it from that tree to that tree. I've talked about that enough and plenty. But we got some yard maintenance to do, little camp chores, get us some firewood. I'm not going to start a fire yet. Like I said, it's probably, right now it feels a lot like 40, which is somewhere in the, maybe, I don't know, 5 to 7 Celsius range. Not that cold, so I'm not going to worry about making a fire just yet. What I do need to do is check the time, find out when Nolan's going to be here, my brother-in-law, and yeah, I like this. So this will be his first time hammock camping. We're going to set up a cocoon style. So under quilts are expensive and hard to find unless you order them online. So checked a bunch of stores and wasn't about to buy a 50-degree one off of old rip-off Bella's. So that's what we're doing. I got a second sleeping bag down in the car, and we'll set them up that way. So awesome site. I think we did well. Even that is, I'm gonna follow the trail there. I think there's a game trail nearby. But if you look through the trees there's a hill that goes up. Maybe I'll go scale that. But before that, we got some camp chores to do. Oh, this just warms my heart. of it all. See if I did it right. I'm sure I did. And my pocket's on the right side too. Oh, how about that? It's my bed tonight. I don't want to get too much snow in here. I do want to get up in there. It's easy to clean out. It's easy to clean hammocks out. And there we go. Oh, I forget how much I like these. Ah, that wind though. It's gone. We got no wind right now. What's the deuce? So, I might keep this little shrub right there. I'm gonna sleep facing this way, brother-in-law facing that way, creepy staring at each other like. Anyway, so I got this dead thing to get out of the way, and probably gonna use this to hang my cup, various gears. I'm gonna make a little platform down here for my alcohol stove. This is gonna be great, guys. This is going to be awesome. You gotta get out. You gotta come and do these kind of things. If you know me and you're not a creeper what's gonna cut my skin off and wear it like a suit, you're more than welcome to come. You gotta be able to walk around a mile, maybe more, for an overnighter, unless I'm going to one of my special off-trail crazy places, in which case you'll know. But you're more than welcome to join me. Just don't murder me in my sleep, and I'll teach you everything you want to know about hammock camping. At least everything I know, I can teach you in about 15 seconds. Snow dropping everywhere. So we're supposed to get snowed on tonight. So I'm gonna be putting that dollar store tarp up. I'm gonna put it right even with this here, and I think I might go straight down to the ground on this side, which means 9 feet of this way, 12 feet down this way. And then we'll put 6 here and 6. Well, I don't know. It's probably gonna 6 feet to the ground, leaving some space to pack it with snow. We'll use some snow anchors to tie things down. And then over on this side, the ridge line is going to be coming right across here, just a hair above my head, and then I'm going to put it right about there. But I'm happy with this place. I think we hit the jackpot. There are dead standing trees everywhere. There's stuff to burn. I mean, it's all pine, which is soft woods. That's why I'm putting the fire over there. We're sleeping over here, because I'm not taking a chance of burning up another $40 tarp. Except for using dollar store tarp, so I guess it don't matter. Few more camp chores. I'm gonna check the time, hang my pack up, so gotta hang my sleeping bag so I don't get wet. Definitely need a tarp because I'm getting rained on by snow from the trees. But this, my friends, is how you do it. Now, we're gonna spend today just relaxing, setting up camp. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna follow this trail and head up toward those cliffs, see if I can get any footage of any elk, anything moving around. But stick around, set up camp, we'll get this done, we'll get it going, get a fire burning. Back on the trail to find the brother-in-law, just following my old trail, minus my trip out into there. Good spot, too much widowmakers, so too many widowmakers, I should say. So we're heading down the trail. I always use the GoPro when I'm moving around because I said many times I don't want to break any more lenses. That's cost me way too much money. Wow, is it easier to walk without that 100-pound pack. It's actually only 60, a little bit more because I added a few items, but scrub oak. We got ourselves a hill. I'm gonna scale that tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get up before dark. Yeah, maybe. The nice thing about camping is you can sleep in. I wish I had a zoom here. Look at that. Can you see those hills? Is this cinematic enough? Aspen, scrub oak, Douglas fir, some pinyon pines. I think that's what they are. Don't quote me. I'm probably wrong. But beautiful. And the wind. Got a little wind going on around here. When you're out and about, like I am, and you find your mouth starts to get dry, there's a good solution to that. It's not too hard either. It's not something you want to count on to rehydrate you, but it works. Look at that beautiful snow. Now what I've done, see there's specks in it. What I've done is I've just taken my hand and flipped the top layer off. And I'm gonna take a little bit of snow and like a disgusting little kid, and I'm gonna suck on it. It's gonna melt. Oh, cold on the teeth, holy cow. It's gonna melt and help rehydrate my mouth. Anyway, there you go. I wouldn't do it down in the valley because that snow's falling through all kinds of car poo and other stuff, but up here, not bad. Not bad at all. Talk to you later. Oh, we did it. We went down, found the brother-in-law. Everybody say hi to Nolan.
Hi.
He rescued my sister from a life of single solitude and loneliness. Sorry, Andre, but it's a true story. Nolan is your greatest achievement. So he's gonna get his hammock out, and while he does that, I'm gonna clean up some of this mess, some of the firewood, and probably polish off my Rockstar. I'm gonna put my underquilt on, and we got an extra sleeping bag. I'm not sure which is which, doesn't really matter, exact same thing. And we're gonna cocoon him into it. He'll still be able to turn on probably, I don't know, 15, 20 degrees angle, which should, you won't be sleeping like a hammock or like a banana and hurt his back. Nobody likes that, but we got some work to do, some camp chores, so I will see you shortly. Just for speed's sake, I don't want to be doing this in the snow, so we're gonna do this quick in a hurry, get set up. I'll see you when I start getting ready to make that fire. I'm gonna try a bow drill, I think, tomorrow, because I'm hungry and I want to get this started quick. So I'm gonna use an alcohol cotton ball that you saw on last video, and we'll get her done. Let's do it. All right, here we go, boys. We're getting cold and we're getting hungry, and I gotta pull out this screen so I know what I'm looking at here. So what I want to do is I'm gonna take my cotton balls that I soaked in the dollar store alcohol, and I'm gonna put them on top of a couple pieces of bark like this, or even, no, we're good. I have these little hand warmers that have expired, but how about a nice handful of them? This will burn for, and the flame's gonna be almost invisible, but it'll burn for a healthy amount of time. And if it starts to peter out, we've got dryer lint on the side. So this is just a cheap way to start a fire real well. And watch this. Not yet. Ow, that burns the fingers. Gotta get a good spark. Actually, I'm gonna stick it right on there. Is it going? Nope. The flame's nearly invisible, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. Just had to get a good spark on it. And now all of these cotton balls will catch, and they'll burn for a minute, so it's very simple. You just take your pile of stuff, little pencil thick things, and you set them on top. And like you said, the flame is nearly invisible, but it's burning down there, and I can feel the heat already up on my face. Ah, fire, fire, burn the duct tape. Got a frozen cotton ball here. Just stick it right in the midst. And there we go. We can actually even take our next size larger, which is about the size of your thumb, and put them on top as well. And there we go. Easy breezy lemon squeezy. And I'm right in the smoke, but I don't really care because my hands are cold. And yeah, that's how you start a fire with a cotton ball from a dollar store. How about them apples, huh? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna set you aside, Mr. Camera. And there we go. We'll just watch this thing progress for a minute while I put up my tarp and so forth. I'll stick the rest of this back in my Tinder kit. My Kinder tit. There we go. That's pretty good. That alcohol burns hot enough, and this stuff burns cold enough. And I got this for the blow drill, so this is just oxygen. Oxygen's not flammable, but what it does is it enables fire to ignite at a lower temperature. There you go. I think this will work well for tomorrow with my bow drill set, but burning my lungs. Ah, sweet fire.
Yep.
All right. Oh, okay, so I need to finish my underquilt and put a tarp on this because the sky's looking a bit dreary, looking gray. Well, I guess there is some blue in there. So we might not be getting poured on soon, but it's Utah. So, you know, wait a few minutes, we might be in a downpour. So I'm gonna get this done and enjoy. Rolled it up until it was tight enough, and I just buried it in the snow. And that seems to be holding pretty good. We might be doing a little bit of adjusting to keep it off his setup, but his setup is just, I think it's pretty smart. We've got two hammocks here, a bottom hammock and a top hammock. Now the bottom hammock, all it is here to do is to support the weight of this sleeping bag that's wrapped around his hammock. So we've just fed the sleeping bag, or fed the hammock through the sleeping bag, and this is his sleeping bag. This bottom hammock just holds this sleeping bag up against his other supporting hammock, the hammock he's going to be laying in. It's like a push-up bra for a hammock, essentially. This might get annoying having this thing down and snappy, so we might have to figure out something, maybe a rounded off stick in the ground, just giving it a little bit of push.
That fire's got heat taken up though.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just the heat every now and again.
Yeah, exactly.
I need wood. Something. Saw down the wrap up. How about that? Put it to use. Alright. This is going in that. Pull this down over here. Rolly. Just like I did with Nolan's. Except mine just got a hole in it. How about that? I'll be sitting right next to the tarp, I think. Pull it up, and that end is pitched over. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Whew. We're looking good, guys. We got our tarps covering in the frame. We got our tarps covering our sleeping quarters now. What we need now is to make a block over here. Let me show you. Right in this area here, so that we're not sleeping in a wind tunnel. That would not be fun. Glorious fire. You done well, sir. We're getting ourselves a good bed of coals too, and I'm really tempted to walk down there and get my grill so I can cook these steaks properly.
Better do it now. We ain't got too much daylight. It's 6 o'clock.
Is it?
Yeah. Pretty much on the nose. So
let me finish setting up the full point.
we only have maybe an hour worth of daylight.
What is up, boys and girls? How's it going? We are on our way back to the car again for the third time. First time to get Nolan. Second time because I forgot my blanket. This time I'm going back to get a grill, like a mesh grill surface that I can cook my steaks without having to dump them right in the fire. I just don't feel like that flavor right now. I don't feel like the coal flavor right now. And I had to bring the ADD because this place is beautiful out here. It is just gorgeous. How are we gonna focus? Maybe not. Did I hit autofocus? Stabilizer on, autofocus on. Look at that sky. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. So yeah, we're on our way back to the car. Gotta get my grill so I can cook my steaks, so I can fill my empty belly. Anyway, beautiful out here. I'm on a well-established trail, so I'm not just hoofing it cross-country like. The trail goes up that way, we're over that way. I wanted to get right in the thick of these pine trees. One, because they'll help block some of that snow. Two, they'll help block the wind, and we do have wind. We got a fair amount of it right now. So, yeah. Anyway. Hey guys, wanted to illustrate how well a nice old pine can protect you from the elements. Have a look down here. This snow down here is probably 8 inches deep. If you go over to the pine, there is 3 pines nestling here. Baby pine, papa pine, mama pine. And the ground is either bare or has maybe a ½ inch of snow on it. We're almost to the car. Let's get a move on. Gotta get that grill. Hungry. Wanna eat some food. Here's the lake. My boots are going to be frozen in the morning. Soaking wet. My feet feel dry. These suckers wet. Having wet feet is not conducive to a healthy environment for camping and hiking. So we gotta remedy that tonight. If I stick my boots by the fire, put a warm rock inside them, we might be good. Look at this view though. Now what do we got here? So don't have fun, don't build stuff. And Doge must be on a leash. Focus. What do we got there? A doggy. Running free like he owns the place. People. Nice sled hill though. I don't know. People. Alright, boys and girls, I am sitting on my dollar store square of carpet here. Because why not? You are looking at my grill, my fire. And we're gonna cook a couple steaks. Now, I cannot for the life of me remember what kind of steaks these are. They're pan something, I think. Possibly. We'll see. They're supposed to be excellent tender and really good on a barbecue. So, and I got my feet here right next to the fire to hopefully warm my boots off a bit. And while we're doing that, if you can see this, let me get my knife. I'll use this stick. I'll make a fork because I didn't bring a fork. Because why? I don't know. Because I didn't. Leave me alone. And while I do that, no one's gonna stand there and starve to death. I don't know why.
I'm boiling water.
He's eating water. He's on a diet.
Sometimes I get celery.
Yeah. Oh, that's the sound I like right there. Nice sizzle when it hits the grill. What do you do when your hands get all slimy and gross from touching a steak? You're surrounded by fresh, clean snow that has a little bit of Boy Scout pepper in it. So just rub it off. Just rub that filth off your hand. Alright. I brought with me some salt and pepper that I just mixed in an old pill bottle. It seems a little trashy, heroin addict style maybe, but hey, it's a nice plastic sealed bottle. Why would I toss it? So I just put probably 3 parts salt to 1 part pepper. I'm gonna throw that on the steak. And along with that, I have a little bit of minced garlic. Yum. That goes on there too. We're eating like kings, man. Just because you're camping doesn't mean you have to eat like a peasant. Hot. Alright. How far in can I get that? That's about it right there. But nice steaks.
I didn't bring anything to sit on though.
Plastic will have to do, I guess, right? I haven't put my minced garlic on there yet. I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on this side. It's a little iffy on the seasoning evenness since the wind is blowing stuff all over the place. Look at that, I'm a gourmet chef. Put that on Instagram, huh? How do you like your steaks? Medium rare?
Yeah.
I'm gonna carve me a fork. So you got a spork or a fork somewhere.
Got a spoon.
Yeah.
I have my own fork. But
Alright. Would you like a steak? Which one, I guess?
don't matter. You can take the bone.
If it ain't done yet, let me know.
I don't have a knife. That's the problem.
I've got 2.
I mean, I have a pocket knife, but
Let me go and stand up here. Oh, it feels good to put my hand right in the snow when I got it that close to the fire for so long. There we go. This right here, sir, is a buck knife. If you need to shave, you can shave with it as well. It's a pretty sharp one. And I've got my $12 Mora and a stick. It's just like I did last time. I just carved out a stick. As you can see, Nolan, he gets the smoke right to the face usually. I'm not sure why. Happened when we went hunting too, as I recall.
just unlucky, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sitting pretty. I don't got nothing on me. Holy cow, this thing swivels bobs and lobs all over the place. There we go. So, I'm getting tired, physically.
Yeah.
Either that or the 9 tons of caffeine I ate is wearing off. Drank. Eating a lot of carrots. Wife said so. Can you make out our camp in the dark here? If I shield you a bit from the fire. Not really. I don't have any fancy thing to drink tonight. I will just be drinking water. I have to go get. Alright. That is a very rare piece of meat. stick it like that. Alright, it's getting too dark to film, so here's my steak. You can't really see it. Put a light on there. Looks delicious. I'll bet it tastes delicious. That's perfect. I don't think Texas Roadhouse or Longhorn could make a steak that good. That said, gonna eat my dinner, gonna go to bed. When I'm all bundled up, we'll talk for a second, but till then I'm turning you off. Something about a bed of coals that just looks nice. Now that is what you would want to cook your steak on. You just throw your steak right on the top of that, and the charcoal's sterile, and it might actually do you some good to eat a little charcoal. I've never done it that way, personally. I have a grill that I carry on that's over there in the darkness, but that is something just to look at a bed of coals. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm tired. Nolan's already gone to bed. One thing I'm a little nervous about, though, is this setup up here. This dollar store throw needs to be anchored very well, literally everywhere. So right now I've got a situation where my ridge line is sitting quite a bit lower than the tarp. But what do you do, you know? It's too late to fix it. I'm not climbing out of my cocoon. It's just, it's just too nice to get out of here. So I guess that's good night. I will see you guys in the morning. See how this thing works out. It's supposed to get snow, but there's not a cloud in the sky right now, so maybe it'll roll in with a morning that's quite windy. So I will see you tomorrow. Hi guys, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I just literally had to get up and replant my tarp. The wind is blowing so strong that it's starting to rip tie downs. So I had tie down right in here, and as you can see, it ripped it right out, the whole thing. So, yeah. That's a thing if you get these cheap tarps. Sometimes the wind's strong enough to rip them apart. But anyway, hopefully that doesn't keep happening. I'm tired and I had to get up barefoot, snow, shorts, and anchor it further so it didn't do that more. So I hope this wind stops. Just checking in. I'm going back to sleep. I hope. Oh.
just got up. I'm still in my hammock. Nolan's out making us some firewood, or processing firewood. Trees are firewood, kinda. I made myself a hard-boiled egg. It's just cooling down there with my alcohol stove, which is, we'll see how that turned out. But anyway, I'm gonna get up, get dressed, get going, de-thaw. My boots are down there over the edge, and they're frozen solid, I'm sure. Anyway, so far the little tarp held up. I mean, it's still there. I had to add this thing. I punched a hole in it and attached my carabiners to my drawstring on my hammock holder here, just to keep this from flying around all night. It kept just doing all kinds of noise, and holy crap, I did that all. No, my mic is on, my goodness. I did. I remembered to turn my mic on. One thing to note, I don't know if I got this on tape last night, is the thing tore. I had a tie out here, and it ripped it right off. But I'll show you Nolan's and his stuff, which is pretty good. We made a windbreak out of one of these plastic tarp things, and it tore off. It just turned into a sail, or a flag blowing around in the wind. But anyway, I guess it's time to get up, put on my socks, and do stuff in the mornings. The morning stuff. What do you say, Nolan?
We lived.
we lived.
Yeah, it didn't get as cold as we thought it would get.
Nah, it didn't freeze. The water bottles aren't frozen, so I mean, it's freezing, but it's not really freezing. Anyway, talk to you in a bit. Good morning. I'm vertical. I'm out of the hammock. I'm standing in smoke. I don't care. I'm cold and hungry. So we got us a little fire going. Nolan's down there nursing it to health. We got some wood on there. You're looking at it via a Joby mound up in a tree. There we go. Getting us a fire going. It's cold. It's not frozen cold, but it's pretty cold. But yeah, let's do this. We're gonna eat some breakfast, and I think once the metabolism's going to a significantly higher level than now, we're gonna go for a walk, or I'm gonna go for a walk. He can do what he wants. He's a grown man.
I'll go for a walk.
I go see what's around. There's a trail.
See why everybody was making so much noise last night.
Oh, last night, midnight. It must have been around midnight. Maybe later, or I don't know. I guess. It was like a pack of teenagers. Must have been teenagers.
Like teenagers.
We hear them off in the forest here, just 100 yards, 50 yards that way, and just a lot of noise, a lot of mouth noise, talking. But so we're gonna go follow that trail for a bit and take you along for the ride, if you're nice. Like you have a choice. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna eat some breakfast, and got my hard-boiled egg sitting over there. I haven't done anything with yet. Thought I'd let it sit for a bit, and now yeah. I have to show you guys. You can hard-boil an egg quite well with an alcohol stove. It doesn't. I just put maybe a couple ounces in there and a cup of water, and then cheated and put it next to the fire because I was impatient. But hey, a hard-boiled egg. I swear, we're like camping next to a highway or something. There's always people on this. It didn't even look like a trail. When I came up here, there was like 2 footsteps ahead of me. Anyway, eggs. All right, boys and girls, it's my favorite time of the day when we leave the dirty, smelky campsite, and my mic is on. I gotta check every time. Is the mic on? Is the mic on? Because the Canon decided to put mics inside their cameras that don't work really well in windy and outdoor conditions. and weather seal their cameras, so they're meant to be used in outdoor and windy conditions. Anyway, we're off on a little, what would you call it, walkabout. We're gonna go see what's the areas around us is like, because we have seen, I'm not kidding, what, half a dozen groups of people walk up this trail?
Yep.
And some of them go up there and we don't see them again. So I think there must be a loop up there. But I'm curious, let's go look around, see what we can find. Talk to you soon. Well folks, we've come to the end of our trail. It didn't go the direction I want. We found a building and some campgrounds. Not exactly the wilderness I'd hoped, but it's got a good view up here. And yeah, we're gonna head back the way we came. See you back at the camp. We gotta clean up, down some lunch, and hit the road. It was fun. What do you say, Nolan? Fun job, fun day, huh?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. If you've never heard before, guys, pine tree roots don't go straight down. They usually go down about 5 to 10 feet, and then they go straight out and connect all over the place like a spider web. So you can grab roots and make twine out of them, but listen to the ground. Maybe you can pick this up. Let me try it with my stick. That sounds stupid. The whole ground shakes and vibrates, and because of the amount of roots that go through here, some of them die and they give off oxygen when they decompose and create little pockets so the ground is hollow. Another thing is the ground is just, it's a mattress of pine needles, pine cones, and it's called duff, or I think it's called duff. I've just always called it ground. But sitting under a pine tree that's a Seattle-sized pine tree, according to my guide here. Guy knows a thing or two, but it's... How big around do you think this tree is?
Like circumference?
Yeah.
I don't know, 10 feet probably. Because that's probably around 6.
And he's 6 feet tall.
So, and it's another couple feet after that, so 8, 9, at least.
Having grown up in Utah, you don't see pine trees this big. This is the average size of a full-grown pine around here, and this sucker is a fraction of the size of that one. Less than half. This is probably what'd you say, a quarter the size?
Yeah.
But this is probably a 200-year-old pine, I'd guess, in Utah. But this is right here. If I had a tent, this is where I would put it, somewhere in here. I don't like that it would be so close to a trail, but in the mountains you can't really be picky if you're pitching a tent, simply because level ground, unrocky level ground's hard to find. This is glorious though. This tree, man. I don't know why I'm so excited about a tree. Probably because I need to go back and eat something. Anyway. This is the dollar store tarp spread over my hammock. That's where I slept. And all we got is the El Cheapo string holding it on there. Tied to a tree. I've got my hammock thinger here, whatever. I'm tired. And then we have taken and made tie-outs. This is what happens when you make a snow tie-out though. It melts, turns into water, but that did hold. Nolan had one that didn't. And then the other tie-outs are made out of just wads of toilet paper. And then down at the bottom, rolled the plastic around a log and buried it in snow. We tried to make a wind block, as you see right here, because it got freaking windy, but the wind tore it down with our amazing duct tape job. Yeah, I slept pretty good. Did you sleep warm enough, Nolan?
I was warm enough, yeah.
Yeah, so warm enough. It didn't get real cold, not cold enough to freeze the water, so I would guess probably 30s. That sound about right?
Yeah. It was cold, but it didn't freeze water.
We're gonna clean up. We're gonna burn the materials we don't need, extra wood and so forth, and I'll see you in the car. Toodles. There's where we were, right in that forest right there. That's the exit of the canyon, with a chunk of timp in the side of the canyon. Wow, that's zoomed in. Better.
Wanted to do a bit of an outro, intro. Tired. I don't understand why my hands look like death. They do this every time I go camping. Jeez. Do I have enough light? Look at that. They get all cracked. My thumbnails start to hurt. Both hands, same story. Anyway, I wonder why it does that. I think my theory is because of the drying and the heating and the rapid cooling and all of that. But I don't know. If you know, let me know. Now, learned a couple things. One, I have a terrible memory. I forgot to use the bow drill. I got so excited about getting a fire started in the morning, I just used my alcohol swabs. This has been fun. It's really nice and refreshing and relaxing to get out and get away from everything, you know. I'm tired. I slept well. The wind, though, my goodness, we got whipped around. That wind came in hard and fast, and these little dollar store tarps, they held up very, very well. I'm very surprised. They're not tarps, they're just sheets of plastic, but they held up. We were good. No problems at all, so. We had it, well, no problems. We had one blow down. We tried to hold it to a tree with duct tape. That didn't work out. But anyway, we went on a short hike. I really hope I got some audio from that. If not, we'll just make it a nice mid intermission thing. I don't know. But anyway, really, thank you for joining me. This was great. Please subscribe. It really helps me. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Anything you want to see. We're not done yet, though. I'm going to go home, and I'm going to show you that this bow drill will work. Remember, you're awesome. You can do it. Just get out there and get started. It's not expensive. Minus the gear that I already have, which honestly is not that expensive. My hammock was $34. My under quilts were $40. My Reflectus blankets was $1. My camera gear, I'm not even gonna say how expensive that was, but you don't need camera gear to camp. That's just silly to even mention. My sleeping bag was probably $150. 0 degree synthetic bag. We got it on clearance. What else did I bring? My jackets. I don't spend a lot on clothing. I would probably say everything that I'm wearing now costs less than $100. Both my jacket, my windbreaker jacket, my insulating jacket, and my beanie thing, free from the military. But you can get these things for very cheap. Just keep your eyes out, look around, look for sales, look for deals. You don't get name brand garbage built in the same factory. They stamp a name on it and you end up paying twice as much. Anyway, so yeah, had a good time. I think just for this camping trip I probably spent $20 including food. There you go, you can do it. Love you, faces. We'll see you in the next adventure.